So we at Breakingviews have tried using numbers to value Facebook. Of course, it's very difficult to do so. In fact, I think everybody's given up their hands. There's all sorts of rationalizations for Facebook's new value. In fact, last night it raised the price, to price range of $38, size $38 and $35.
So valuation's $104 billion.
$104 billion, which is kind of where it stood in the secondary market. But like, what's going on here? There's an economic phenomenon that's taking place.
Everyone's almost working their way backwards. They're saying, you know, what could this company be worth? Well, I don't know. Other people say it's worth $100 billion. I'll say 100.
So they're working back. They're reverse engineering to justify the valuation that they're getting based on demand.
You can kind of understand where it's coming from, because numbers can't be used in this case, because a lot of it is, what is Facebook going to be when it grows up? And it's got a lot of potential, and the question is, you know, is it going to be a big advertising company? Is it going to be a big payments company? Are they going to make lots of money from selling apps? All of these things are true. How big? Who knows?
And that's where these kind of, you know, these what I would call analytical gymnastics are coming in. You know, we're trying to back our way into it. So people are using everything from advertising. You're crunching, well, if advertising moves from print to broadcasting to online
they have this
mobile,
percent, they get this operating margin.
Then they can be, you put that on a multiple, then they're worth X. And then there are people stretching it to look at gaming. They're comparing it to internet companies. They're comparing it to Google. And you know,
the reason someone was comparing it to an Experian
because they're saying that, you know, the idea is Facebook holds all of this wonderful personal information, which is what an Experian also has. So let's value them kind of like those guys and see maybe there's some upside there.
Because everybody loves their credit reporting agency.
Yes.
Which I can just see that would be a fabulous marketing pitch for Facebook.
It works well in Washington.
But there is an economic phenomenon. This is sort of what Keynes had described as a beauty contest.
It's the beauty contest. The idea was that if you want to pick who's going to win a beauty contest, you don't pick the woman you think is the most attractive, you think the one that everyone else thinks is most attractive. And you definitely see an element of that. You think people are saying, you know, well, everyone says it's going to be worth $100 billion, and it's going at 90. I'm going to buy it at 90.
Right.
But, you know, do you think it's worth 90? Well, I don't know.
The point is that there's no rational
way. But it's trying to predict the behavior of the crowd, or the market, rather than actually making a fundamental
So there's no rational way to do the fundamental analysis. So what you're doing is you're valuing the hype, essentially, in a way.
And the problem with that,
and you can make money on that.
You can, sure.
Yeah,
Keynes himself made money on it.
He did for a while until he realized that he'd made more money by just saying, what is this actually worth, and doing the math. The problem with that is that, you know, it's really hard to figure out. You know, I don't know what women you find are pretty. You know, it's very hard to kind of figure that thing out, and it's also prone to like trends and fads. Right. And so, you know, everyone can say it's worth 100. Then what happens if tomorrow everyone says it's worth 70?
Yeah.
Well, then the value falls quite a bit.
Then the beauty of the ball looks like the dog. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, some analogy. Okay. Well, we'll be back with more Breaking Views tomorrow.